Lil Tay, stay away from the old-fashioned media. I mean, if you want to be completely wiped off your platform, be my guest. Because if you continue to accept interviews like these, more of these slip-ups are gonna happen in the future.
Lil Tay, the youngest flexer in the century.
Spoiler alert, she's not. That's a fact. She's a 9-year-old who managed to get under enough people's skin to have a career, and became a viral punching bag for us commentary channels, and pretty much the entire internet. And I wanted to mention this because there's one thing taking the piss out of a public figure for what she says publicly on her platforms, but a complete different story when you're a grown-ass man filming and harassing a 9-year-old child from your fucking car, wanting her to flex on you like she's some circus act, when it's obvious she's just a 9-year-old playing a fucking act that her and her brother created.
You Lil Tay, right? You in trouble? You Lil Tay, right? You on the flex? Oh, I want to see you flex one time. I like that fly shit. Alright, she ain't flexing today. Nervous.
Yeah, you gotta put that shit on Instagram.
Oh yeah, make sure to upload that to Instagram. High fives all around. You really got her good there. What a fucking hero. But I do want to note, in today's age, with YouTubers and Instagram stars rising, it's getting harder and harder to actually differentiate between the character and the person themselves. So I see why someone would be inclined to do this. Because of course people want to be the person who exposed Lil Tay. But Lil Tay really dropped the ball on her Good Morning America interview. And let's check out this interview together.
George, good morning to you. You know, Lil Tay is a 9-year-old who told me she's come here to Hollywood to pursue her dreams of being a social media star. Now, child stardom is nothing new, but her act involves cursing up a storm and even pretending to do drugs.
Okay, just to get this straight, I'm not really a fan of Lil Tay. But if there's something I can single out and say I actually hate, that would be when mainstream media paints out something to fit their agenda, even though it's straight up misleading. Like, what is that? Like, you know it's an act. Don't bullshit us, ma'am. You even said it yourself here.
We were surprised to find a precocious, soft-spoken 9-year-old.
And even pretending to do drugs.
I don't think pretending to smoke a carrot would really do any damage. And I don't even know why you would even try to paint Lil Tay and her family in a bad light when they do a great job at that themselves. Because personally, I don't know how you fuck up an interview as hard as they fucked this up. It's like they didn't prepare for the extremely obvious questions they were going to receive.
She's the 9-year-old whose outrageous stunts and foul-mouthed bragging about luxury homes and cars she claims to own.
And now we be living in the hills. See that view? Y'all don't have that view. And I be holding your mama's ring.
Who's getting tons of notoriety and a whopping 2 million followers on Instagram.
You're like a legit fan of
A legit fan.
How would you respond to critics who would say, oh, you're just going to try to profit off your daughter now?
No one's forcing me to do this. That's not true that she wants to make money off of me.
Of course Lil Tay's mom will need money off of Lil Tay now that she's her fucking manager. Considering she was also put in that position by her own daughter, or well, it's actually her own fault for allowing her daughter to get into her ex-boss's old car and the old condos that her old company used to own. I would have also left my job if I was in that position because that's just awkward. Part of me still going like, how is this not fiction? Like, this actually happened in real life.
And what about those homes she claims to own? GMA talked to Mom Angie's former boss at a Vancouver real estate firm who told us Lil Tay filmed using his car and some of his properties for sale, all without his approval.
I didn't shoot in anyone else's house.
You didn't shoot in anyone else's house. Just like...
No one has proof that I did.
No, the proof is your own Instagram. Combined with the fact that you can't provide the documents that you actually own any of the houses or cars. How can her mother, an ex-realtor from the company that sold the houses she filmed her videos in, sit there and let her 9-year-old daughter lie on national television?
And who's behind the shocking content on Lil Tay's social media accounts?
My mom doesn't run social media. I use my own Instagram.
And yeah, Lil Tay just admitted that she's 9 and she runs her own Instagram account. That's grounds to be banned from Instagram, just like her 2 previous Instagram accounts. Did she just end her career? And still her mother and alleged manager is just sitting there letting her do this. As a manager, damage control is your job. Selling a house and selling a foul-mouthed 9-year-old as a brand are obviously 2 different ball games. But she's really not doing the greatest job in this interview.
These images will live on and follow you for the rest of your life. Is a 9-year-old really capable of making this kind of decision?
This is some question you ask a girl on her way into porn, not a 9-year-old with a foul mouth. Yes, her act is definitely embarrassing and repetitive as fuck, but you have to admit, there is some comedic value in it. It's not like she's Sid the Sloth claiming to be black.
July 19th was the day I found out I was black.
We spent time with Lil Tay and her family 6 weeks after they moved from Canada to Hollywood.
I'm gonna have my name on one of these stars one day.
We were surprised to find a precocious, soft-spoken 9-year-old whose mom says she's a straight-A student.
Well, doesn't that contradict your little hand movement here?
What are all the things that you do?
Swimming, skating, piano.
She is a well-mannered and a great kid.
But that's not what comes across on the internet.
People think it's like funny, I guess, because I'm 9 years old and I've accomplished so much.
I don't think a lot of people are believing that you're making millions of dollars at 9.
If they don't believe that, then I don't really care.
YouTube stars like Jake Paul are either co-opting her act or trashing it. Snoop Dogg even accusing her 16-year-old brother of coaching her.
A lot of people are going to say this and that. We just keep going.
As for her schooling,
I'm a Harvard dropout.
What city is Harvard in?
I kind of forgot because I haven't been there in a long time.
Mom says she's going to be homeschooled and has picked up at least one sponsor, with more, she says, in the works.
How does she only have one sponsor when Lil Tay is probably one of the most viral condom commercials ever? Which person in their right mind would be like, yeah, you know what? I really want a child right after a Lil Tay video? Not that many.
This Lil Tay. Bitch, I'm richer than all y'all broke ass. 30 on my wrist. Bitch, what the fuck all y'all doing with your lives? I'm 9, I was born in Atlanta, and I was broke as hell. Look at me now, I'm all better than you, broke ass.
Jerex, for 100 million reasons.
Y'all can get our headphones too. All y'all haters, I'm trying to make my mom proud.
You don't look very happy.
I mean, that was before, now I'm happier than before.
What's your reaction to all of the haters who are basically online bullying your daughter?
We choose just not ignore them. She has a passion and a dream.
Wow, inspirational.
You know, many are asking, is this legal to allow your child to do all this? Well, her mom says she's always supervising, even when Lil Tay was driving that Rolls Royce you saw. Now, there are child labor laws and rules about putting child stars' income into trust funds, but bear in mind, they're Canadians and they just moved here to Hollywood.
And Juju, I'm glad you pressed her in those questions as well. I got to tell you, I took a lot of heat at home last night from my girls for even giving Lil Tay a platform because they say that what she does online is just inappropriate.
See, this is pretty much the only thing I respect about Lil Tay. I love how she really gets on the nerves of the older generations. She gets them stuck in this loop where they're like, she's 9, she can't be saying that, she can't be doing that, we're her parents, why does Instagram allow this, why is this legal, and so on and so on and so on. And that right there is extremely entertaining to watch from a third-person perspective.
It is inappropriate, and there are a lot of questions about whether or not she should even be on social media. Technically, you have to be 13 to open an Instagram account, and her mom says her social media is run by her management team, but there are plenty of kids all over social media doing all sorts of outrageous things who are underage, and of course, tons of parents who post their kids online.
But the thing about Lil Tay is, she already had a breakdown which really affected her career. Not sure how many more of those she can have and still keep the same image.
The haters out there, I know y'all are Rice Gum fans, but just stop reporting my videos. If you actually think Rice Gum is beefing with a 9-year-old, then you just might want to think about that for a second. Me and Rice Gum are friends. Just stop reporting my videos. I have a dream. I'm trying to make my mom proud. Y'all are here hating on me. You have a family. Go enjoy that. Why are you wasting your time reporting my videos and taking them down? I'm trying to chase my dreams. I'm trying to spread positivity, and y'all are just here hating on me for no reason. Me and Rice Gum are friends. I want to make my mama proud. You guys are not doing anything with your life. You may not see it, but I'm trying to accomplish something, and you guys are preventing me from that. All y'all haters, I'm trying to accomplish my dreams. If you don't like me, just block me. I didn't do anything to you.
But overall, I feel like the Lil Tay team really could have done a lot better job on the interview. Maybe they'll learn from this, most likely not, but if they don't learn from this, we'll have another video in the future. So on that note, I'll be wrapping up this video. Subscribe if you're new, I'm really trying to hit 200,000 subscribers soon. If you enjoyed the video, it'd be awesome if you dropped a like on it. And as always, you can follow my other socials for updates outside of YouTube. My Instagram and Twitter are both @Atozy, and the links will be in the description down below. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Hey, oh, I've been up for like 2 hours. Yo, bitch came through, took a few showers. I don't bop, I just money dance, yeah. That wristwatch costs 100 grand. I don't know what you talking about. If you ain't out here, don't talk about me. Only person in the